Hey everybody, it's Matthew of Mr. Domestic, where we spread joy and positivity through sewing and fabric play. In this video, I am going to do a demo / product review of this crossover to fabric and paper cutting system by the Crafter's Edge. It's a die cutting system where you can cut fabric, you can cut paper, and it's different than any other die cutting system that I've seen out there, so I'm super duper stoked to share it with y'all. And I've done a couple projects so far. I made some pencil pouches where I applique here, and I'll show you how to applique the butterfly, how to cut it out and applique it in this. And then I got some letters. I got HELENA. I'm making her a surprise pillow. I just thought this was neato and like kind of edgy and modern to do for Helena. And then there are English paper piecing dies that are super neat. So I'm going to show you how to do that with this die cut system. So first up, I'm just going to show you this. So this is the system. I really like that, like, it has a handle. You can carry it. I mean, it's heavy. It's definitely like, whoa, doing your weightlifting. But I like that it has a handle. It's easier to transport. And then right here, there is a dial to adjust the pressure, which is super neat because each different kind of textile is different. So here is the examples here of what you should do, suggestions. I'm glad I noticed it. And then right here on the side, it shows it. And then here is the die cutting system here. There's the bottom, the base. This goes on the bottom, and then this goes on the top. And then these are what the die look like. Different designs. And one thing that I like about the designs with Crafter's Edge is that, honestly, like, no joke, all of the designs are something that I would use. So they're all within my aesthetic. So I'm super jazzed about that. But let's get down to business with this. The first thing that I'm going to show you is paper piecing. Since a lot of y'all know me for paper piecing, this is cardstock, right? If you wanted to cut your own paper, one thing that you all need to know is they have die for everything. Like every shape. I wouldn't even show every shape that you need to see. They have them. And each one of these, it comes with a paper and a fabric die, which is both like a blessing and a curse, in my opinion. And I'm going to be fair, because if you're trying to cut out a bunch of hexies, then this is not the best way for you to do it. It would take less time for you to use like an acrylic or something. So if that's your plan with this, and you plan on fussy cutting, I would buy like a couple or 3 of the same ones, because that will help you. But what I'm going to show you with this is how I think that this die cutting system would be the most efficient with fussy cutting and with English paper piecing. So these are the die right here. They go like this. I have 6 sheets of paper and I'm doing different shapes. So this is where it's beneficial. I can cut out, let me get them close so I don't waste paper. Like, look at that right here, how close I'm getting them. Like that, 6 layers. And then this goes on the top, right? And then I've never cut paper with this, so let's see how this goes. And the tension for cardstock is 3 to 4. So I'm going to bring that down. There we go. And then you just crank it. If you've never used a die cutting system. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to cut the cardstock. I have 3 layers. I haven't cut cardstock before on here, so I don't know how well it's going to do. And then these are the paper dies. Let me go ahead and put these up. I think I might be doing this wrong, y'all. But let's just see how this goes. Okay, so I have 3. I have it on the appropriate setting. And then, how is it doing? Ooh la la, yep. Boom, 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 boom. It cut through 3 layers, y'all. So, not sure if it can do more than the 3, but it already has the holes in it. So if you want a thread base, it does it. And so that's how this would work for the paper. Super neat. If you have multiple die to cut paper, then this is the way to go. But if you only have one die, to be honest, I don't know that this is the best way to cut your papers. So this is done. And then now I'm gonna show you where the magic happens with this die cutting system, and that's with fussy cutting. I honestly haven't been able to fussy cut using any other die system, and so this is neat. And this is something that's different. I've lined 2 sheets here, and I have 2 sheets here, right here. Let me turn this sideways so you can see it better. See, I have 2 fabrics here, and then I have these. So I can fussy cut, just make sure that these are aligned. And with fabric, you can do up to 6 layers. Then look, you can fussy cut that there. Let's do a square. Let me fussy cut this here. And then let's do a pentagon. What do I want a pentagon? Do I want to pentagon that? Ooh, look at me pentagon that. So this is wild that I'm able to fussy cut these in a die cut machine. And what's really neat with the patterns, or with the kits, is they come with patterns. Like, let me show you this. That's such a neat pattern. Like, I've never seen this before. And this is squares and pentagons. It comes with it. Each one of these die, they come with a neato pattern. So let me get this. And one thing that I have found when you're fussy cutting with this system is to make sure that it doesn't slide around. You need to place it on delicately. Okay, let's go. Woo. 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 Okay. Boom, 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 shake the room. And now, ta-da! Got 2 squares. Ta-da! 2 pentagons. Now this is cool. So this is where I would use that. Ta-da! Like, this really is awesome. And I could just fill this up. Like, let's say I was doing hexes and I had like 8 of the hexie dies. Then I would just fill this up with hexes, fussy cut a bajillion of them, be done, good to go for a project. So I think we all understand the benefit of using this and where I would use this for English paper piecing. Okay, stop the presses. I contacted the Crafter's Edge and gave them my opinion of using this in English paper piecing, and they rectified it like in a hot minute, real fast, had some other stuff sent to me, and they came up with a solution for now, and then they're working on something for the future that I can't talk about, I don't know about. But there's a magnetic shim that's available, and they're absolutely 100% get multiple. So I have 5 of the hexes. I'm gonna cut the paper. I haven't done this before with this, so this is the first time. I'll show you what I'm doing here. Here's the magnetic shim. It just goes on here. I'm cutting the paper. You might want to put it on there a little prettier than this, but I'm just doing it random, like if you like random cuts. Okay, so see, it's magnetized. It's on there, it's good to go. And then I have 3 pieces of cardstock, because I think that's what I realized is the number. So I'm gonna put this on here. I'm not gonna use this. I might be doing it wrong. I'm just really excited because this is like bananas awesome, like feedback loop. The feedback loop was so fast, like their willingness to listen and come up with solutions. And I really think that this is going to revolutionize things. Oh, see? So this way with this, I can do it once and then do it again. Yay! Okay, so 3, this should in one fell swoop come up with 15 paper cut hexagons with a circle cut out of the center. And I don't know what the tension's gotta be, but let me see. Okay, let's go. Is it doing it? If this works, game changer. Okay, now let's see. Big old reveal here. Did it cut through all 3? It did it. Okay. I'm gonna leave everything in here because I want you to know how awesome their customer service and their willingness to receive feedback was. But yeah, this is a game changer. In one fell swoop, I cut out 15 of these, of this kind of hexie, top quality. Absolutely, this is great. I'm super duper impressed with the Crafter's Edge, their willingness to listen, receive feedback, and then come up with a solution like that. So back to your regularly scheduled program. So now I am going to get into the applique stuff, which I've been messing around with. If you've never appliqued before, you can affix something on the back. This is a thermo web. Oh, it's a heat and bond. Thermo web. Whenever I use this, I don't have to stitch around it. It's good to go. It's staying there. It's permanent. And so I fix this to the fabric, and I'm going to cut out a butterfly to show you how that works. So this is a butterfly die, and it's really neat. Comes with all the different shapes. So as you can see on the die, there's an outside and an inside. So I have my two fabrics for that. And one thing that with this kind is that since it's a butterfly, you kind of want it to be symmetrical. So find a pattern that is a mirror image, and this one is pretty close to a mirror image. So I'm gonna put this here, and I am going to do all of the inside ones first. And this you just determine where you want it to look. So let's say I want it like that. It doesn't really matter, but you're able to use this to fussy cut it, and both of them are going to be the same. Right here. Right here. Why not? And then I put this on here delicately, and I'll make it go through. See how that shifted a little bit? Because I wasn't. Super awesome. So you want to make sure that it doesn't shift, make sure everything's in alignment. And honestly, I wish I would have cut the fabric smaller, because then I would have done the outside too. So now this one's done. Boom. And see? I'll show you this right here. Ta-da! See? Boom. So these are done right here. And then here's this one. I'll go back in the other way. And this one's kind of random. So this one is with the bigger ones. I'm just going to put it wherever. Oh, and then I missed one, so I can show you what I was talking about. So I missed doing part of the butterfly. So here, I'm just going to throw this on there. Totally fine, because I missed part of it. So those are the outside, and that's the inside. See how I can do that? And I go like this, and then I'll make it go the other way. And this is where we can test out the magic, because that is 4 layers of fabric right here. Did it cut out all 4? No. So whenever you add this to it, probably will only do 3 layers with the fusible on the back. But these two, definitely. So now you've seen this work. I'm gonna put this away because we don't need it anymore. And then I'm just gonna show you how easy it is to create the butterfly with my fabric that I put somewhere. There it is. So I've already pre-cut this, and I have my ironing mat. And then now with these parts, this is going to be the outside. Right? You just take this off. So if you've never appliqued before, it's so much fun. I didn't know that I was going to love it as much as I do. This is where I'm going to follow the pattern. It says it right there, what it looks like. Oh, there you go. Here we go, like this. And I'll speed this part up so you don't have to see it in real time, but essentially I'm going to add the layers because this part is tacky enough to where it's going to stay, and then I will press it. Okay, now I'm pressing this, high heat, high steam, making sure this is good to go. And now I have an amazing applique butterfly. I'm not going to stitch it. This is good to go. It's going to last. I'll probably make another pencil pouch out of this. So you have seen my demo product review of this really neato and I feel innovative die cutting system that I'm definitely going to use. The designs are neat. The utility is neat. I found a place for it in English paper piecing that makes sense to me. And I'm having a blast with all of their applique and the freshness of their designs. It's a bunch of stuff that I plan on making. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and got some tips, saw how this neato machine works, and maybe you'll decide to have it in your life. So if you enjoyed this video, got a tip or a trick or a laugh, make sure to give it the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Keep it positive, y'all. Mr. Domestic out.